guys, we're going to talk about adverbs today. Remember, in our standard it says that we can use adjectives and adverbs and know when to use each one and what they modify in a sentence. So today let's learn about adverbs. Do you see a word inside of adverbs that you already know? I see the word verb in there. I wonder if it has anything to do with a verb. Let's find out. Please join our adventure. Open the door gently. Come in fast. Shut the door tightly. Astronauts need specific details for their missions. We want to know how, where, and when. Special words give us all the information we need. We call these words adverbs. An adverb is a word that tells more about a verb. So there you are. Verb is inside of adverb. An adverb is a word that tells more about the verb. And it almost always answers the questions how, where, and when. So adverbs will answer those questions, either how, where, or when. All right, how, like boldly, bravely, fast, easily. Now you notice a lot of those end with what, guys? Suffix ly, that's right. And some of you are thinking, fast? Fast can be an adjective, right? It's according to what you are describing. If we are saying the boy is fast, then that's an adjective. But if you are talking about the action, then it is an adverb. So if it talks about the verb, it's an adverb. Right? If we say where, it can be an adverb, like there, a place, here, everywhere, or outside. So if you tell where, like a place, it's an adverb. Adverbs can tell when, like now, later, never, immediately. Now let's see if you guys can find the adverbs. All right, let's talk about them first and then I'll go click them. All right, cat. Is cat an adverb? All right, a cat's an animal, right? That's a noun. What about nicely? I can say she nicely called my name, right? So yeah, that could be. What about tree? Tree is a thing. That's a noun. What about kindly? Kindly is an adverb. What about slowly? Slowly tells you how. So let's check on them. Let's see what happens. Cat, not an adverb. Nicely, yes. Kindly, yes. Slowly, yes. Tree, no. about these? Can you spot the adverb planets? Nearly. Yes. What about now? Oh, that tells about when. What about planet? A planet is a noun. Slowly. Now we just did slowly, so we know it's an adverb. What about people? People's a noun. Tomorrow. It is an adverb. It tells when. Quickly. Adverb. Fly. Right. Either that's something you can do, an action, or you could talk about an insect, a fly, which is a noun. All right, so let's see. All right, nearly is right. Now is right. Slowly is right. Quickly is right. Tomorrow's right. All right, we said these were wrong. Planet. That's right. We already got them all. I have to actually go around it. We already got them all. Alright, so let's talk about action verbs or action words. Alright, stand up in your area and help me with these. Remember, we're talking about something that describes your verb or action word. So let's look at some action words. Jump. Show me jump. Good. Laugh. Show me laugh. Very good. Freeze. Good. All right, now let's add some adverbs and do the same actions again. Remember, your adverb is going to describe how you do the action. Here we go. Laugh loudly. Yes, it changes it a whole lot, right? Let's try again. Jump quickly. Immediately freeze. All right, have a seat. Now we're going to look for the adverbs. Look for the adverbs. All right, first step, we're going to find the verb or the action word. Step 2, find the word that tells you more about the verb. That's called your adverb. It says, we quickly climbed aboard the spaceship. All right, climbed is the action word or verb. Which word describes or tells you more about climbed? Quickly, it tells you how they climbed on. They climbed quickly. We immediately fastened our seat belts. First, we find the action word, fastened. Which word describes fastened? Immediately. It tells you when they did it. Immediately, right away. gracefully. Moved is the action word. What's the word that describes moved? Gracefully. That's how they moved. The spacecraft landed gently on the moon. Landed is the action word. How would you describe the landing? It landed gently. Landed gently. That tells how. An alien greeted us excitedly. Greeted is the verb or action word. How would you describe greeted? Excitedly. Tells how they were greeted. He proudly showed us his spacecraft. Showed is the action word. How do you describe it? Proudly. Later, we met his whole family. Met is the action word. Which word tells when? I'm going to give you a hint on this one. When they met. This one's tricky. Later. Later tells a time. When. We get used to the ly. We sadly greeted our new friends. Action word, greeted. How did they greet? Sadly. We flew safely to Earth. Flew is the action word. What's the adverb? Safely. And like I said, most adverbs that tell how an action takes place will end in ly. But that's not always the case. And like I said, words that tell you when are not going to be that way. Okay? So we have to not rely on them all to have ly. Alright, I'm going to put some practice on there, and I'm also going to read you guys a book for today, and then we will continue to learn adverbs tomorrow.